For 4 years, CSIS Journalism Bootcamps have brought together IR, journalism, and comm students from around the world to learn how to create the ingredients of a modern long-form digital story. A podcast, a video, 2,500 words, and interactive data visualizations. In just 5 days, bootcamp students learn the skills necessary to create and collaborate in a modern newsroom environment in order to tell the urgent, underrepresented stories that matter the most to them. At CSIS, they gain unprecedented access to global experts on climate change, cyber attacks, China, migration, and many more. They interview everyone from former ambassadors to minority Ugandan political candidates.
So that while the regime is focused on me, actually our work is going on.
To indigenous Amazonian photographer activists. And when the story has come together, they present and share their work with the world. In these 5 days, under one roof, careers begin and change and evolve. This is the CSIS Journalism Bootcamp, and this is what it has meant to those who've done it.
I have learned so much about the possibility of telling story, not only through words, which I'm more comfortable with, but also with data visualization, which is something that I had never really worked with before. And so I think the possibilities are endless, and it really opened me up to the fact that there are so many ways to tell a story, and it's so multifaceted that it needs all of those elements to really have someone understand the true depth of an issue. And I think what we have uncovered here and brought to light has really opened my eyes up. And I think we tend to get, at least I can speak for me, we really tend to get into an echo chamber with things that are happening around us. And we put our blinders on and focus on the things that we see in our daily life. But this boot camp has opened my mind up to everything that's happening globally and the importance of, helping other people and really supporting them. I think it was absolutely one of the best experiences that I've had in my journalism career thus far.
It has shaped me. It was a great experience, one of the greatest experiences of my lifetime. I was learning stuff that I would otherwise learn only with 5 years of active journalism experience, and I was learning it in 2 or 3 hours. It was crazy.
I think if I had to sum it up, I just loved knowing that the people that I met this week are the type of people that are out there in the industry. When you major in journalism, there's not too many people that can give you advice because it's such a specific thing. So especially with my mentors, it was so great to meet people that likely were in the same shoes that I was in and are the people that I hope to become.
I've always known that I wanted to do journalism, but it's been something I'm too scared to admit that I want to do, I guess. So I think having to jump into something was a really great way for it to start. I've learned so much. I'll be honest, coming in, I didn't even know what a lead was, just in all honesty. And now being able to go away with all this jargon.
I've had some minor experience with online journalism. It's been a couple of years since then, and then getting this reintroduction to that, but from a lot of professional journalists who work in the industry and have that real world experience writing for publications and formatting for online and trying to drive search traffic and create engaging narrative and stuff. It was gold mine of information, so I appreciate that.
I've written long form pieces before and different articles, but never have I put together all the video and audio and photos and titles and headings and everything that went into this piece. And so looking at it holistically and all of the technological and logistical aspects, it was really, really fascinating to me because I didn't know how much went into it. And I'm leaving with not only a sense of confidence, but with further understanding of, what editing and managing and producing a piece really this really looks like. And so I'm really, really grateful for this opportunity.
I was under the assumption coming into the week that we were students, we weren't journalists quite yet. And the staff at CSIS handled us like we were journalists already. And it was so empowering during the first editorial session to be regarded on the same level as everybody in the room and to have that even playing field and have an open conversation and debate. I can't speak to that enough for the confidence that it instilled in me that I'll take with me after the program. I mean, I'm a completely different person now than I was a week ago, which is really weird. Something like that usually happens over the course of a much longer period of time. And I have so much more confidence in not only my skills, but kind of like my worldview.
I will recommend this bootcamp to other students in other universities because this is such a great environment to learn from and to grow from.
You interact and you communicate with amazing people. It's a mesmerizing program because it tests your limits. You learn that you have skills that you have not imagined of.
It's kind of hard to take like a huge subject like climate change and food security and make it both palatable and understandable. And so one thing I've definitely learned is how to take that information, consolidate it into something I can understand, and be able to articulate it to an audience.
Every single story, whether it's video or audio or data, it's going to affect someone. So one thing that my group tried to focus on is the personal connection and really showing that this is affecting people's lives. During the research for the video, there was one statistic that really baffled me. It was from the Norwegian Refugee Council, and they said every second a person is displaced. Every second they have to leave their house and go find somewhere else to move or go to a refugee camp, and I didn't know it was such a pressing issue.
I recommend this program because you're really focused on issues that matter in the world. A lot of time in journalism, you get faced with clickbait headlines and things that doesn't give you a lot of hope, especially in the environment that we're in right now. This program inspires the work that you would hope to do.
This has been an amazing week and it's really pushed me a lot. I am a single mom who has made the decision to return to school and further pursue my passions in this field. And I proved to myself that I don't have to play it small and that growth is a job in itself. And I want to continue to grow despite my circumstances. My confidence has grown.
Black Twitter has been thriving for over a decade. It began as a collective space where Black users could connect through their shared experiences and cultural backgrounds.
I personally want to extend a huge thank you for seeing me and my capabilities and helping me to reignite my passion and purpose in a way that I never imagined. Thank you.
It sounds almost too good to be true, so you might be a little hesitant, and I get that, but the care and compassion that people take when you're here is just really astounding, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't recommend it enough.